Hi, thank you for watching this video. I am really excited about this topic. Very important. I'm looking forward to teaching you the number one, not number two, not number three, the number one biggest mistake in funding deals. But before I teach you that, let me ask you a question. What is your biggest challenge right now? Is it funding deals or is it finding deals? Put it down in the comments below which one it is for you. You know, it really depends on where you are in your real estate journey. I know from my experience in 2015, when I was getting started in real estate, at first it was finding deals because I just didn't really know what I was doing. And then once I learned, I got a mentor, I started, studying everywhere I could. Then that wasn't as much of a challenge. It was funding deals. And right now, what we're hearing a lot, what I'm hearing from a lot of the people in this community is it's funding deals. Funding, Max, we can't get funding. Why? Because the banks are frozen. Why? I don't know. There's some crazy virus running around, right? So that's a big problem because if you don't have money to fund your real estate deals, you really don't have a real estate business. So what are you going to do about that? Well, I'm going to teach you some tips that you can use in this video like immediately. So first let's talk about let's just assume that you're here and you want to learn funding, right? What is the number one mistake that's going on right now in private lending? Number one biggest mistake. You ready? I'm going to get to it right now. It's pitching your deals to private money investors. Oh, what are you talking about, Max? That's what I'm supposed to do. And I totally get that, but there's a better way. I remember when I first started going, there's a progression of private money, right? You don't usually just jump to it. Like when I got started, I first started with a credit card to buy my first property and then a line of credit. And then I started using community banks until they had me fill out this much of an application. So then I started going hard money. And then I started going to private money to get my costs down. And once you go private money, you'll never go back. It's unbelievable. It's so flexible. But I remember very clearly, I had my office at our old building was down in the basement area was like this restaurant, and the business owner was like, what do you do? I do real estate. I do real estate deals. We were flipping about 30 houses a year at the time and have rentals and long-term stuff. And he goes, hey, well, I might be interested in that. And the whole presentation I did with him, I made this mistake. I literally sat there in his restaurant and pitched my deals, but he wasn't a real estate investor. So my deals look good to me because I know what I'm doing. I knew what the loan, I knew the loan to value. I knew I had my rehab crews dialed in. I had all my materials. I knew I had it down. It was like a layup drill of a rehab. But to somebody who isn't a real estate investor, it looks like terrifying. I personally know two people who own self-directed IRA companies. They're my friends. And they tell me how much money is just literally sitting in their, custodial accounts. And it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars, making no interest. So why is that? Well, it's because most private lenders are not like you. They're not real estate professionals. They're business owners, they're attorneys, they're doctors. They made their money in something other than real estate. So if you go show them a house that's in a neighborhood they're not familiar with and at size and location and condition that they would never live in, they get really nervous about it. But instead of saying, hey, Max, I'm really nervous about this deal and I want to be vulnerable and let you know that I don't really know a lot about real estate and this is making me squeamish. Most people aren't going to say that, right? They got the ego, they got the chest puffed out and they're like, no, all my money is it's with somebody else right now. My money's out. Which is code word for I'm scared of this deal. So I'm going to teach you what to do. The number one secret. Are you ready? Drum roll. That was pretty good. I was not in band. The number one secret in private money is to not pitch your deals. It's to pitch you. Okay? Private money relationships, number one, is about you and your relationship with the private lender. It's about trust in you first. The deal's important. Okay, but the deal comes second. So if you really, really want to start attracting private lenders to your business, stop talking about your deals and start talking about you, what you do for a living, how you help people, how you organize your business. And when people start getting more comfortable with you and your organization, they're going to get comfortable with your deals because they trust you. And then you're going to be able to unlock 5, 6, 7% interest instead of paying the crazy hard money rates. Then you'll be able to have money to fund your deals, when there's like a freeze on a lot of easy money, right? The easy money's going away. The banks are basically locked up. So what do we do to unlock that? Promote you. So how do you make it easy for people to choose you? Okay, that's the key. And so what I did was, when I first got started, is I had a credibility kit. And it wasn't about my deals that I was trying to get funded right now. It was about the deals I already did. It was about who my organization was. I had a picture of my attorney in there. I had a picture of my CPA. I had a picture of our business plan, our buying criteria, maps, where we bought houses, where we did it. And I just had it all organized in a binder, and it was my credibility kit. And you'd be surprised how many people come and ask for money with nothing more than not even a little plan on the back of a napkin. So showing those first people, what I was doing and how I organized my business, and then the previous deals. But remember, there was a point where I didn't have any deals to talk about. But having that, getting people to trust in you is really like step number one. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Helps kind of share it. Subscribe to our videos. We have them coming out every week about how to get more deals and how to get more dollars. And if you want to see some of our other videos about raising private money and how to take that to the next level, just check out some of the videos down below on the side, the recommended list, and then we have some playlists. So check that out, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and we'll talk again soon. Bye guys.